Hey, REIs, it's Todd with Investor Nitro. And today we have a special guest with us, Damon Martin in Atlanta, Georgia. Damon, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Todd. Glad to be here with you this afternoon. How are you?
Doing great, man. Thanks for hopping on and talking a little bit about your journey with us over the years. So believe it or not, Damon, we're approaching 4 years of working together. I look back at my notes. Our first conversation was October 19th of 2020. So
Wow.
I can't believe it's been 4 years. But the cool
Time
thing,
flies.
Damon, about you and your story, and I'd love to share a little bit about it, is when I first met you, you still had a W-2 job and your goal was to be a full-time REI. So talk a little bit about that experience 4 years ago and I guess reaching out in our early days of working together.
Yeah, absolutely. I kind of realized when I was in my corporate position that as I was making a lot of money and doing well, I kind of wanted to think of my retirement from a standpoint of not just investing in my 401k, but actually trying to buy cash flow and assets. So I've always been interested in single family homes. I was a realtor in my early 20s. So decided to hop in and go directly off market and try to target homeowners who were looking to sell their property. So that's when I reached out to you to try to figure out, different ways that Investor Nitro could help me really get my brand out there and attract customers that we could possibly close.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I remember we got a website agreement back from you in November of 2020. Then we launched your first REI website in early 2021.
Wow.
I even remember coaching a little bit on the URL, right? If you remember,
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
recommended, hey, instead of going with your original brand, how about we make your URL Sell My House Fast Atlanta, GA? And that's the one you went with. And do you think that was a good call? What's
Yeah,
your experience on that?
absolutely. Yeah, I remember our planning session with that, and I remember you coming with around 10 different URLs that all, made sense to a certain point, but I'm glad that we stuck with Sell Miles Fast Atlanta GA. It's converted great. We rank high, to your credit at Investor Nitro, pretty high, daily when it comes to ranking on the Google website. So I think we made the right choice for sure.
That's awesome. Once the website was live, the first thing we did for you as far as lead generation was just a Google Ads pay-per-click campaign. And I remember you being new, we would run 4 or 5 months and then we paused it and then we'd run it again 4 or 5 months. We take a lot of pride in working on our clients' pace. So tell me a little bit about that experience, if you can think back. That was, gosh, 3 years ago now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think being a small business owner and really starting from scratch as a business owner, trying to figure out how to really market. Am I going to cold call? Am I going to mail? Am I going to, use, pay per click as an option? So I think having you guys able to really work with my budget in the beginning was huge for me. So we would, like you said, run for 6 or 7 months, and then, from our standpoint, my wife and I, we always want to buy as much as we can. So at times we would pause because we'd be working through a project. And then once we, refied and got our money back, then we would run a different pay-per-click, campaign with you guys. So, I really appreciate the flexibility that you guys have been able to provide over the years when it comes to, the up and downs of small business owners.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's all about flexibility. You don't have to run 24/7 every day of the year to have success. So let's
Absolutely.
talk a little bit about also how since then, one of your main goals, like we talked about, was to start acquiring doors, as they say in this space, right? Having buy and hold. So I think that first year you got your first big property, but 4 years down the road now, where do you stand as far as building up that rental portfolio?
Yeah, my wife and I feel like we're in a good position going into 2025. We've been able to build up to 12 units, 12 doors right now. So we're trying to go at a steady pace. We're more about quality and quantity. So we really like to, really dive into something that we can add some value and force appreciation with. Yeah, it's been going great. Our main strategy is traveling nurses. So typically we'll get a property, buy it, be it a hard money loan or some other financing, and really furnish it and get it up to a standard where we can have that type of clientele from a rental standpoint. So it's worked out well. So Yeah, 12 doors and still looking to add a few more before the end of the year.
That's awesome. So another part of the Google page one, right, is the SEO side, the organic side. And so nowadays, as we kind of fast forward into 2024, Damon, I remember we talked about how we picked the URL Sell My House Fast Atlanta, GA. And I remember about, I don't know, 9, 10 months in after we built the site, you reached out and said, hey, I'm starting to get some organic leads for the Sell My House Fast keyword, which was awesome because we hadn't even done any ongoing SEO. Anytime we build a site, we set up all the proper on-page SEO and all your back-end metadata with H1s and H2s and title tags. So the URL selection alone, I think, gave us some good traction building the site right, and you started getting organic rankings. And since then, we're now into a brand new campaign that we started in 2024, which we're doing ongoing SEO for you, but we're also doing what we call now a pay-per-lead SEO campaign where we still work on your site every month, just as if you were paying old school retainer. But now you only pay us $300 per qualified lead. So tell me a little bit about that, because you were actually our first one that come on to what we call our pay per lead SEO campaigns. And I think I'm the only agency that actually does a pay per lead model with traditional SEO to your website, right? I'm still working on Sell My House Fast Atlanta, GA, every month, month after month, and you pay only again when you get a qualified lead. So tell us about your experience with it and the success you had with that campaign.
Absolutely, yeah. It's been I don't know, it's 6 months now that we've been doing this. How long have we been
Yeah,
going?
it's probably been, yeah, we've been live at least 6 months. It may even be 7 or 8 months. I mean, time flies by so fast, but yeah, we're rolling quite a while now in this campaign.
Absolutely. And I'm honored that you approached me as the first one to actually try this program at Investor Nitro. It's been great. I feel like the value in it is you all, you're in the fight with me in a sense, right? So the harder you guys work, the more that you can draw conversions to the website, the more we can all make money. So, as long as it's a qualified lead and everything's good to go, which it has been, great so far. I love the program. I think $300 for a qualified lead of a seller that's looking to actually sell their property is fair number, and you don't pay for what you don't actually convert through the website, right? So I think it's been a
Absolutely.
great program. So you guys work hard over there, constantly changing different things and making sure that the feedback from a ranking standpoint is always there. And every time I just kind of give our name a quick shout into Google, we always tend to rank pretty high. So I really appreciate the work you guys have done.
That's awesome. And talk a little bit about how easy it is to communicate with us when a lead is not qualified. Say it's out of area or you can't get a hold of them. These are reasons why it would not be qualified, and you don't pay for that. So what's the process as far as, your standpoint of letting us know? Easy, simple? What,
Yeah,
put it in your own words,
it's
Damon.
very simple. Yeah, absolutely. It's very simple. And I think you've done a great job of really defining what's a qualified lead, which is important. So if a lead's not qualified, if it's someone who, maybe just trying to daisy chain a house that's already on market, it's simple. We have a little page that my team and I use, and we just submit it. And, that's pretty much it. So it's just pretty seamless process. So that's one of the things that kind of attracted us to this program is that it's not hard to do, and it actually works. So whenever you're able to have those kind of things form together, it's always typically a good thing to have in your business.
Sure. Yeah, no, we appreciate that. We want to make it, like I said, I don't want to create a second job for
Yeah, absolutely.
this campaign. So Damon, tell me a little bit about when you do get that qualified lead, right? An actual homeowner that finds you searching online, right, in your market. What is your experience of the quality of that organic SEO lead?
Yeah, I think for one, you have to really be on top of your phone or whatever mechanism you have when leads come through. It's very important that you call that lead almost immediately if you can. But
Sure.
when we have a qualified homeowner, it's typically, if they're motivated, it's typically a process where I don't have to worry about going through another kind of step of people to let me know what this lead is. They're usually, but the most part, very motivated. So, I can't say enough about the quality of leads that when it's actually a homeowner, they're real homeowners that are looking to be really relieved out of a certain situation that they're in. So at the end of the day, we always are here to help, whatever situation they're dealing with. So that's kind of how we like to start the process. But typically, when an actual homeowner has clicked through the website, it's a really, really solid lead.
That's awesome. Yeah, we get that. We get a lot of feedback from our REIs around the country that the organic lead is the highest lead that comes off of Google. So glad to
Absolutely.
hear that kind of matches your experience as well. Other than that, Damon, a couple other follow-up questions. Just your experience working with us the past 4 years. We've been on
Yeah,
this journey together. Like I said, you had a W-2 job. Now you're full-time real estate
right.
investor. For our side, it's been awesome just to be on that journey with you. What's your experience been
Yeah, it's
working
been
with
great.
Investor
And
Nitro?
I appreciate you and the team over at Investor Nitro, Todd. The experiences have been great. I can't say enough about how, like, you were able to move at our own pace when we first started this journey, right? I think we built a website that has lasted for 4 years, that still is converting, that we are still able to draw traffic to. And I get calls all the time from other investors asking me, "Oh, is this a Carrot website or is this a?" I'm like, no, this was a custom website that we had built specifically to target homeowners who are distressed. So I can't say enough about the quality of the website and the quality of work you guys do on an everyday basis.
Man, we appreciate that, Damon. Same thing. You've been great to work with. I know we talk a lot of shop off the record too, so always appreciate your
So,
feedback, just from
yeah,
a business owner, entrepreneur's perspective. So I appreciate you jumping on here. I hope we work another 4+ years and just keep grinding away together, and us providing you leads, and you continue to buy, fix, flip, wholesale, or hold. Man, I know you do it all. So it's been great
absolutely.
to work with you, man, and looking forward to a great 2025. So appreciate you jumping on, man.
And no problem, Todd. I appreciate all you guys do, and thanks for having me on.
Oh, you bet, man. Take care.